It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see the Dreadnought's rangy cornerback, who played his part to perfection last week with 3 interceptions. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Bulls under the lights on Monday night.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Tonight we finish off week 4 with a good Monday night matchup. That's going to be the Dreadnought. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October. We go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown. And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. And he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's Lawrence to throw. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team went really thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. The bottom line, how do they get a win?
A first carry now for Thompson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion. It could have been an interception.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. To Thompson on the draw. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys, and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead they run up the middle here.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
That one caught by Ellison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll run on first down. Fry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Anderson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goal is all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So now for the 2nd time already here in this quarter, on comes the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Anderson. And he fires one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Anderson to throw on 3rd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Looking to throw Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Fry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to 26. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off play action. Anderson. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It's across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely get forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Fry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Back to throw. Anderson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls have taken the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
When they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence in what put more points up on the board.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Anderson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Anderson on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
And no one there to stop it. Gets it the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
16 yards right off the bat for the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, But that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Anderson to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did and found his tight end for a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Anderson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Sanders now to return. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We begin in the Commonwealth of Kentucky in the city of Louisville, where you see the final score there. The Redwoods struggling to find their footing early in the year, still looking for their first win after 3 straight losses. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. The Elks off to a good start as they've now won 3 of their first 4. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half.
Likely to make
both
some
these teams with
changes
some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Wide open receiver complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Birds come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they're going to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. It's that old expression we love to use. Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's the stiff arm. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
58 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Lawrence will throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Completes it to Davis. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
An excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's
Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Anderson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete.
Pass midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st and 10, Anderson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Anderson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll look to throw again.
That is caught.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
To throw is Anderson. Throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the work is near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looking to throw. Anderson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Bulls have taken a 2-touchdown lead.
Seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A solid stiff arm.
75 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On second down, Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A very costly sack there on third and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough goal for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, fourth quarter, you're going. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Anderson now on 1st and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Fly. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Great play there. 44 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Anderson. Out left. Allison's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Well, 3rd down throw and misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's going to under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dreadnoughts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Brooklyn once again going offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Anderson on first down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things out for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Anderson throwing on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Here comes 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 45 ticks remain as they come up on a second down. Here's Lawrence. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. When he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.